Hi there! So today I'm going to show you my 5 favorite Pilates moves for runners. If you want to learn more about these different moves and why they're my 5 favorites, head over to saltyrunning.com for the full story. So we're going to start with bird dog. You're going to flip yourself over to hands and knees. Hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips, and there's a little bit of a natural curve here in your low back. We're not trying to totally tuck and flatten or be in kind of a crazy arch, but a nice in-between. Gaze is at the floor so your neck stays long. You're going to reach your right arm forward, reach your left leg back, and point your toes. And then you exhale, come back down. And then switching sides, left arm, right leg. You want this hip to stay pointed at the floor, and then reach a little longer through your fingers and your toes. Exhale, lower. You'll do 10 of those on each side. The next thing is our kneeling side kicks. So you might want to spin yourself around. You're going to be kneeling, and then you're going to step your right leg out like a kickstand. Toes are going to point forward, and then you're going to rotate down so that your left hand comes to the floor, right under your shoulder. Hand can come behind your head, and then you're going to lift that leg up to about hip height, and then tap it down. You're going to do 10 of those. And when you get to the 10th one, you're going to lift and hold and then pulse up for 10 and then lower all the way down. Then you're going to lift it back up and you're going to draw 10 little circles in one direction and then reverse it and draw 10 circles in the other direction, pulling these ribs in towards the midline, and then lower your foot and come back up to center and switch to the other side. The next thing is our really quintessential Pilates move called the 100. So you'll be taking 100 breaths in this exercise, and you've got some variations here. You could keep your head down and bring your legs to tabletop. This is kind of our easiest, most introductory position. Or you can reach your legs up to the ceiling or out to about a 60-degree angle. Toes are reaching away, floating your hands up to your hips, and then curling your head and neck up if you would like. And then we're going to use our percussive breathing here. So you're going to breathe in for 5 as you pump your arms, and then exhale for 5. So, and you're going to do 10 inhales and 10 exhales for 100 breaths. And then bringing yourself back up, we're going to move into some clamshells. If you've ever been to PT, you've probably done these. So a head could be on your bicep or in your hand. Your knees are at about a 45-degree angle in front of you. Glue your feet together. Your top knee is going to lift and then lower. So feet stay together. You could make this harder by putting a resistance band around your thighs if you'd like to do that. And do 10 of those, maybe up to 15 on each side. The last thing I want to show you is a pelvic curl. This is going to look like a bridge, but we're going to get into it in a very specific way. So your knees are about a fist width apart. That'll keep them in line with your hips. Your heels are in line with your sit bones in your bottom. Your hands are on the floor. So tilt your low back up off the floor so your pelvis tips down and your low back pops up. And then press your low back down, which will tip your tailbone up. And then you're going to let your tailbone draw you all the way up into a nice long bridge, straight line from your shoulders out through your knees. And then exhaling, rolling all the way down. You're going to do 10 of those moving with your breath, so it's nice and slow. And you're articulating your spine all the way. So that's it. Those are my 5 favorite Pilates moves for runners. Let me know if you have any questions.